I'm in a big mood.
Hey,
Get out and feel you.
You are feeling the boy.
Sounds good. It's
He's
true.
the boy.
Hi, people. Welcome
Hi,
to
hi.
Hi.
Friend and personal.
That's right.
I'm here and the entire team is here. Medici and AB. You guys
Holla.
Hello.
Holla.
How you guys feeling?
Good.
I
Ready
feel
to
too.
Give you guys all the tea as usual.
I'm hungry, sure.
You're hungry.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I understand. Okay, so I mean, you know that the trend of co-parenting is happening more and more every day,
Yup.
right? People are no longer feeling the need to stay in marriages. People don't want to be tied down by marriages as much as, you know, our parents. People are having like lower tolerance for all that
You
comes
saying
with
tie
marriage.
down in marriage?
Yeah.
No, I mean that's some people's interpretation, right? Okay, so we had a baby mama come out and rant on social media about what her baby daddy did. So you want to know all about that? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this break.
I used to care for the world's opinion.
Next.
I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Fuze Unbothered.
Okay, so now let me even tell you guys. This woman comes out on social media, and I think there's a lot of entitlement in the way that she's sounding. Obviously, because she feels that she's on the right, you know, with what she's doing. The man that she shares a child with, you know, came visiting that child, and he brings fast food for his child. Like a pack of fast food and a drink, and he wants to just, you know, spoil the child for the day. Okay, so in this video that she put out, she was I won't call it harassment yet. I won't say she was harassing the man, but she appeared to be very angry with her baby daddy who came visiting, and he came to visit his son or his child. Let me just say his child. And he brings fast food, drinks, and, you know, food for the child, just to spoil the child, you know.
Every fucking day my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child, but I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
But the woman is not happy because, yes, we have this child together. I was going to say share, but we have this child together. But don't also forget that I have 3 other children who are not yours, but they live together with your own child in my house. So why would you come visiting and then you bring fast food for only your child? And according to her in the video, she was saying this is what he always does. So apparently he wasn't doing it for the first time. But the man could not understand. He's like, what's my business? I'm not responsible for your other 3 children. I have my own child with you. Yes, I can cater for my own child, but I have no business with your 3 children. So I mean, this is different people have different opinions on what this should be.
Okay, so my take on this is I watched the video and I was very, very disappointed. I feel like there was a better approach to that. I mean, I understand where the woman is coming from. I mean, imagine your kid eating and others are just looking. There's a very tendency that those people will actually gang up against that kid.
Yeah,
especially if that child is now the last born. So it's going to be a lot of bullying and all that. So in my opinion, to avoid that confrontation, the guy should just come, take your child, go out, spoil the child whichever way you want, then bring the child back. So if you can't come to the house and bring for other kids, she's not, in my opinion, I don't think she's saying buy for 3 other kids. Actually you can buy 1 or 2 so that others can share. It's not like you buy this the same, or you can prioritize your child. You can buy, say a drink, fast food, everything, jacuzzi and everything for the child.
I'll just buy pizza for everybody.
I'll just buy something for the other kids so they don't feel left out. So somebody else was now talking about how the other baby's daddies are irresponsible and all that. I'm like, you don't know we don't know where they are. We don't know if he's still alive. We don't know if he is currently in another country or something.
Maybe there are many.
So we don't know. But that situation, I feel like the guy should have,
I kind of
But
get
the
what
lady was
Madichi
wrong,
is saying,
sir.
but I might not agree totally with you based on the fact that he's only responsible for his son or his child that he had together. But I just feel so bad that knowing that this woman already had other kids and she was probably a dramatic person. You're not just seeing that drama for the first time. That was so aggressive and very dismissive at the same time.
You can see that
because
she trashed
get
the
back
food.
at her.
get back at her.
Like,
for
not
one.
like
I don't
getting
think
back at her. Maybe she doesn't want to be with him again and it's like, okay, I'm going to use this thing to...
No, I don't think it's really as regards that. It could be.
You can tell that the man was genuinely confused. You could not understand. Was like, I don't understand.
You know what made him more confused?
He's not married to her.
Sorry, he was with...
Sorry, what I feel like made him more confused was the fact that she brought out a phone to make a video of the old drama and that she was ranting.
Maybe she had had it up to here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
like I said, she said it wasn't the first time, right?
I feel like she was entitled though.
I mean, yes, of course. That seems so much like an entitlement mentality, and you were being aggressive about it.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have been a different ballgame if he cared less about the child, if he had abandoned the child. Now, this man is showing some level of care and responsibility to his child, and it's coming around to, yes, why can't she now teach the child how to share the little he has?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's not his
I like that perspective.
That's not his responsibility. Do you understand? His own responsibility is to cater. I'm sure the guy is also doing child support and all that.
Yeah.
He came around with fast food and drink, and you are ranting that why is he not buying? What if that's what he could afford?
Okay, so I see two things here now. I see the fact that it feels like this woman just wants to show this man Pepe. Maybe she's not happy that this man left her to start with.
Why is she making a video of that?
Yeah.
So number one, but number two is, you know how maybe the fathers or the father of the other three children are not responsible, and this is the only one that she can hold by the hand and say, you must do. So she now wants him to not cater for everybody. But there's another side where it's like, this thing must have caused trouble in the past. Maybe just after the man leaves, dropping food for only one of the children, the other ones, probably to start ganging up against that one,
they feel
or it starts causing hate.
Yeah.
And don't forget, she's the only parent now to try to settle the matter.
And she can't
She's
be
the only one
everywhere. She can't be with
overseeing.
them.
Exactly, she's the only one overseeing
24/7.
it. It's her duty to take care of them, not just that one child. So if this one thing you're doing to take care of your own child can affect his relationship with his siblings, she's going to want to stop that from happening.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see that side of her.
She can handle it.
Aggressive. She was very aggressive.
She can't start telling them, okay, this is this person's father, this person's father, this person. They won't understand. So whatever they see,
Now,
but you're a mother.
It's
If you get what I mean.
responsibility to make them understand that this kind of thing should not cause conflict between you guys.
it's not very
It's not
It's
easy.
not as easy.
It's
Yes.
these are children,
It's not
right?
easy. Of course, it's not easy, but you're the one who decided to have different kids for different men. So that's part of the that's part of the what's it called, pros and cons that come with this kind of thing. All right, you
Yeah.
found yourself in this situation, so you have to deal with it. Do you understand? I don't know if she has total custody of the child, but probably if the man had custody of the child, she wouldn't even be having all this drama. But I'm sure she must be a very dramatic person.
But I mean, why would she be the one to take the three children? I mean, why can't she let some of the fathers?
Maybe they're not responsible now.
But what about this one that is coming
we don't know the background story. But that's,
I wish them well. I wish all of them well.
Yeah.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
I'm still Malta. Be your best.
Fuze Unbothered.
we saw a video of the executive governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Governor Sanwo-Olu, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, making his entourage arrest a military man who was riding a bike against traffic. That's one way. And it went viral. This is something that happened this week, went viral. And I mean, there's been mixed reactions to this, but we want to comment on this. And I want to know what Gabby thinks about this first off.
Wow.
Why you say that's what you think about?
Use that.
I should start. Okay.
Yes.
First off, I think that there's been some level of impunity in the military officers, and normally you would not see a last man arrest a military officer. You would not see a regular policeman arrest a military
They're usually
officer.
afraid.
So this on its own would probably make them sit up and also make them know that nobody's above the law.
Yeah.
As much as I might think it might be some level of political strategy and you know,
true.
because the election period is coming and all that.
That's right.
You get me and you get it. And Mr. Macaroni reacted and said, "This same governor takes one way." Oh."
Thank you.
You understand that kind of stuff. This same governor takes one way. I saw a lot of reactions on Twitter, especially, and people were like, "Oh, it's some political move just to to steer the public to feel like a superhero in the public eye and that kind of stuff." But then again, we must actually confess that it is true that these military officers sometimes act so powerful that they feel untouchable. You get me? So especially in Lagos, Nigeria.
But I think this thing doesn't do much, right? If you feel like this is going to make them, tone down on the impunity that they have, sorry, it's not going to work. But this is just one act.
It's just one act. But I just feel like,
I think it has almost no effect, honestly. I think in one day that guy is going to be out, or couple of hours he's going to be out of, whatever. So this is just for the cameras.
He was even dragging
It's just
them.
for the camera.
But why the governor of Lagos State? Why he was the one who arrested him?
Yes, like I mean, what's it called? Entourage had to pull over, and everybody came down, and they were like, "Why?"
I feel like he wasn't staged.
You might not be
First of all,
Marichi does not like. She does not like.
on a bike. It was on a bike.
It was riding a bike.
A bike.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was riding a
So
bike.
wait. It's possible that this guy is going on an assignment or something. Right? So what
did he do? Okay, what exactly?
It was
driving against traffic.
Against
One
traffic.
way.
Yeah, one way. Yeah.
So it was stopped by.
He was actually doing wrong, right?
governor.
But you know how these
superhero.
things are in this country. But I say that in Nigeria, army people are treated with so much
respect,
that it's starting to
seriously.
feel sort of unhealthy,
Do you think
right?
it's respect or fear?
More like fear, actually. They respect the uniform, but they fear the people that wield that power.
Like they fear-
So it's so much that it's starting to get unhealthy, if you ask me. Compared to other people, other countries, your military people are like
They're loved.
there to serve you.
They're loved
They
and
love you.
respected.
Yes, they're more
And
loved and
they're actually
respected
not
than
approachable.
that
Like you see
fear.
them and they're always like, I think it's actually what they go through.
And I think
get that uniform. Because I say, do you know what? When you catch someone wearing anyway, guys, that's what you can take today on Fuze Unbothered. Don't forget to join the conversation on YouTube at The Fuze, and also follow us on Instagram at Fuze_local.
That's
you can catch me on
right.
all social media platforms at _Madiche.
You can catch me also at AB_AKYNZ.
Find me on Instagram at Gavi.Gavi.
Until next time,
Stay fused.
Holla.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.